Alrighty guys, I'm Morthadon and we are back for Black Clover episode 25. 26. Jesus. I always, what happens is, yeah, 26. I look at the previous video and I'm like, okay, so I watched 25 last, just because, like, sometimes I just want to make sure I have the number right. and then I start recording and I say that number instead of the next one. But anyway, yeah, so we're on episode 26. Last time we had Fugolian lose an arm, but he's still alive, it seems like, very, very barely. His grimoire started, like, fading a little bit, so I speculated on whether or not that's going to come back if he heals, or will his, like, grimoire always be fragmented, even if he's, like, back. Since that's kind of a new mechanic, we're going to have to learn how that works, But yeah, and then we had Asta, who is, still fighting these guys off regardless of his wounds. He cut himself a little bit right on the wounds that he already had in order to dispel the curse using his sword that dispels magic. That was very smart of him, something I didn't even consider. But we have some new enemies that have shown up. We had some hints of the Wizard King returning soon, so I'm really hoping the Wizard King shows up to help. So, yeah, a lot of stuff going on, and also won his fight against that witch-looking chick. So, yeah, I'm really looking forward to what's going on. I really want to get into this episode, so let's get started, shall we? Alrighty, guys, so we are going to start the episode in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, now. TV Tokyo. Ba 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 ba. Yes. And I want to see the Wizard King come in like that guy did and just wreck shit. And recap-ish stuff. Yup. Hiding amongst the zombies. Yep, Fugolian missing an arm. Luckily, Noelle acted quickly, right? And then Asta throws his weapon and stops it. Yeah. He's so lucky he only got a scrape. This is so much recap. I am sorry, but damn. My mustache is annoying me today. Sorry. My mustache. No, so can I. I also have a coffee I'll be sipping on. A Dunkin's coffee. Jesus. Alright, opening time now. Oh my god. That was... I'm fine with a little bit of recap, and if we're kind of doing, like, fillerish episodes, I don't really care because, like, I do like the slice of lifey fillery episodes, don't get me wrong, but I'm really excited to see what happens in this episode. So, like, waiting to get through, you know, we're not even done the opening yet, and we're at 3.5 minutes into the show. It's a little bit rough. I think I'm gonna have to trim my mustache finally. Every now and then it gets to that length where, like, the hair is right around the edges over here and stuff. Will curl in. They get long enough that they curl in and they just go right in my mouth every time I talk. If I don't say anything, they're fine, but as soon as I talk, they just instantly, like, curl in and do that shit. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Wounded beasts. Are the wounded beasts protected by the king? We're back to this chef and this girl. Oh my god. Oh my god. That's one hell of a way to eat. And that one guy. Yep. So we're still getting recap. Uh-oh. It seems like there's two important ones there, and then the rest, like, it's not showing their face, so I assume they're just, like, followers. Asta, you brave motherfucker. I don't know if Asta can handle this, so... Spit to win! Look at him go! He's just spinning! Yeah, okay. That one girl was like, wow! She got the fire going past her. He's been reborn! Okay, maybe they will do this? Will they force him to back off, maybe? Ah, Wounded Beast! From the episode title. Oh, that's a cool shot. I like that shit. That's great. Oh. Uh-oh. Oh, okay. Noel! Yeah. Oh. Oh shit, they haven't been using the Grimoire. Magic draining roots, ah. So a similar magic nullification type thing. Takes a while to activate though. What? Interesting. Oh shit, that's not good. Oh shit. Wizard King! Please? 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 Ah, damn it! Nice entrance on their part, but I wanted the Wizard King, damn it! Damn. Ah, they work together. Nice. Well, now the king does not need to come in. Pretty sure that these guys can handle it from here. Yeah, they need more healers. Do they have any other healers in their group? And bye-bye! Ooh. Oh shit. But there's one behind you. The heck? Uh-oh. Not Asta. Shit. There are so many of you guys there. Save Asta. What are you guys doing? Why did only one of you guys shoot out an attack? Asta, no! What? Asta got taken? God damn it. You get to see it again. We get to watch the 20 people there do nothing but this guy. And where the hell did she get that giant ass needle? Syringe thing. Are they gonna try to convert Asta, or are they gonna, like, try to steal his his ability to nullify magic or something? Well, shit. Maybe we do need the friggin' king, because everyone else is useless. someone like him. Aw, you fuck. I wonder if they can heal his armor. You just lost! You couldn't take in anybody of their group. You little shit. Captain says, and she just looks at her like, the fuck is wrong with you? And no one's worried about Asta. Well, shit. I did not expect this at all. Some castle. The master likes him. This guy's nuts. Okay, they did capture one person, and it didn't have anything to do with all the freaking captains. I wonder if it's keeping him alive, too. Is it, like, keeping his blood in, or whatever? All that goo? Are his swords back in his grimoire? Where are they? What a crazy, crazy lady. Alright. So who is their master? Ah! Ah! Yes! I've been waiting. Oh, he's fast! Holy shit! Yes! Oh. I killed them. Oh shit. He's so creepy right now and ominous, but I love it. Oh, the confidence. Look at him go! Holy shit! What the hell? Time-binding magic, chronostasis. Damn! I guess I was able to restrain you all. Oh, man. Jeez. Was that the one of the people that died? Just a burn spot on the ground? Damn. A small fraction. Oh. Friggin' Asta. He is friggin' like pierced in both legs too. Yep. It's that thing that we got hinted at a while back. Uh-oh. Master? Oh shit, this is the guy that took Fugolian's arm, isn't it? What? It's bright as hell! Ah! Damn it! But we got the Wizard King. I don't care. I don't care that ended there. I am the happiest man alive. That was fan-freaking-tastic. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. I really, doubted my theory of the Wizard King showing up, at least yet, you know? I thought maybe the Wizard King would show up late, everybody would tell him what happened, he'd find out Asta was taken and maybe go get him. Like, that's what I thought after, Asta got taken, you know? Like, that whole theory ran through my mind. I did not expect the Wizard King to just, leave the capital to the knights and then just friggin' wait for them at their headquarters. Oh, man. Alrighty, guys. So, yeah, that was a fantastic episode, man. Whew. We had... Because, ever since we had that one quick scene of the Wizard King should be back soon, I kind of figured that had to come into play, but I really doubted my own thought process as soon as the ones that showed up was, the captains and all their, lieutenants or whatever they're considered under them. Like, when all of them arrived, I was like, okay, there's no way all of these guys are gonna lose, right? But then they managed to get away with Asta, and I was like I just said during the credits, my mind went from, okay, the Wizard King is gonna show up, to, okay, the Wizard King is gonna find out and then go save Asta, because he kind of has, like, a, he likes Asta, so I think the Wizard King would probably, want to go after him. Maybe. We do have to remember that he is a king, and even though Asta is our main character, I don't like to focus the story around only Asta. We have to think about the capital, and everything, so the king might be like, no, we gotta defend here, we can't go out and look for this kid, kind of like what, the Silvas said, but man, they came in with a badass entrance, and they saved that initial hit from hitting Asta and Leopold, but after that, they did nothing. All of them just stood there, except for, what was his name, like Solid or whatever, who used that rain spell, it didn't work, and just they all still stood there again. Like, I understand that, maybe a bunch of people firing off magic all at once is dangerous, for the capital. But they did not try very hard at all to save Asta. And I mean, either, looking at it from a meta perspective, the writers wanted Asta to get taken, so maybe that's why they didn't try harder. But looking at it from a story perspective, just look at the way that the Silvas talked about Asta. It's very possible they just didn't want to try harder to get him because he's this guy who was talking crap to them earlier and didn't really like, he's a peasant and stuff like that. They don't think of him as anything very important, so they didn't want to waste their magic trying to protect him when they could just use that magic to protect the capital, So, I don't know. I'm sure it's something more along those lines rather than, going for the meta storyline of, oh, we just need to get Asta to this point so the Wizard King can come in like a badass. But either way, as soon as he was captured, I was like, alright, well then, maybe the Wizard King will save him, and in a sense he did, but I did not expect, not even for a second, that the Wizard King would be waiting at their headquarters for him. That's hilarious. I wonder, how did the Wizard King find their headquarters? Did he hear a report from, that guy that can send messages with, the green, bowl-cut hair? And then right after he heard that, he was like, okay, I need to find their headquarters. And he found it before they even got back, so it wasn't like he was following them. He was just sitting there like, hey, I've been waiting for you. And, for a brief second, I was like, what if that's their master, right? What if the Wizard King is the master that they're coming back to? And that's who took Fugolian's arm, was the Wizard King. All that ran through my head, super quick, but obviously that's not the case, because I'm pretty sure we had the guy that took Fugolian's arm show up right there at the end. But, oh man, that was so good. So good. But even Asta was so good as well. Putting up a fight to the very end against all of those guys, Fugolian jumping in was awesome. I loved the shot when they were back to back. That was just really cool to see. I absolutely loved it. And him just spinning to nullify all the magic that was coming at him. Unfortunately, it was only defensive. There wasn't much else he could do with 4 people No, it was 6 people firing at him all at once. So, yeah, I mean, Asta is impressively tough. I'm really looking forward to seeing his growth as a character. But the Wizard King is just on another level. The Wizard King is on such a higher level that I don't know how Asta will ever reach that level with just swords unless he somehow develops new techniques to use them, right? Because there's only so much, swinging you can do. And if the Wizard King was dodging all of that magic, teleporting instantly like that, there's no way Asta will ever touch him with his swords. So, I mean, It's the power gap. Like, obviously I expected the power gap between the king and Asta to be enormous. I think it's even more enormous than I thought it was gonna be, right? Like, it makes me wonder how Asta will progress in this show without having magic power, with seeing the ceiling, like, not the ceiling, because I know people can be stronger, but with, like, the most powerful person we've seen being that strong, you know? How the hell is Asta gonna fight any of those guys if we ever get to that level of power in our fights for our main characters? But, you know, I mean, he's already gotten a second sword, so who knows what else he'll get throughout this time. Maybe he'll find some ancient pair of boots or something that will make him that fast too, you know? Who knows? I don't know. But, or maybe somehow his demonic grimoire thing will grant him some kind of magic or something in the future. I don't know. I'm really interested in that kind of growth, though. I can't wait to see how he grows as a character, But yeah, we had all our characters putting out the stops. Noelle, Leopold, Asta, all that to protect people and to protect themselves. Unfortunately, once again, you know, they got away, but yeah, I mean, God, it was such a good episode. Once again, a lot of action and honestly a lot of recap. Now, I feel like it's kind of needed to be said this episode because some episodes aren't as bad and some are pretty bad. Like, legit, I'm almost out of stuff to talk about already, even though this was an amazing episode. But the first 4 minutes of the 20 minutes of this show were recap and then opening. Actually, and then slap on, like, well, no, I guess I didn't count, because the show is like 22 minutes long or something like that, but we gotta cut out more for outro as well. And then we had the transition where it replayed a huge amount too. So it was like, there was so much recap that there wasn't actually that much episode. Now, don't get me wrong, I loved every minute of what we saw, but yeah, it just, the actual content we got really wasn't that much. And I'm not the biggest fan of complaining about that kind of thing, because I know almost every show does it. It's kind of redundant to complain about it, but I just felt like this was, like, especially bad, you know? But anyway, and then I think the last thing I want to talk about is the, I guess I kind of did a little bit already, but the friggin' arrogance of the Silvas and basically all the royalty are kind of ridiculous, you know? Like, you would think if you were all captains in these great squads, you'd have at least some respect for each other, but they're just, like, trash-talking Leopold. Not Leopold, sorry, Fugolian. I don't know, like, I mean, I guess, so, they didn't get to see the Master, right? So all they know is somehow Fugolian lost his arm, and the only people they see are these ones surrounding them that, you know, might not have been as impressive, but I'm sure the Master is, like, super strong. Maybe if they saw him in action, they would have thought differently, but I don't know. They just seem like dicks, so maybe they wouldn't. And they're just trash-talking this guy, right? Like, he lost his arm, he's on the ground, he's near death, that's a colleague, you know, that's someone you essentially work with. It's just not right, in my opinion, but I don't know. And then also, you know, he was kind of trash-talking Asta, I think. Maybe I took it the wrong way because I just hate these guys so much. But when he was saying, like, we need to focus our resources on protecting the capital, not saving Asta, he said, like, we can't focus our resources on saving someone like him. Now, I don't know if he would say that if it was anybody being captured, because the capital comes first, but at least the way he said that made it seem like he really just meant that, you know, Asta's his peasant, so we're not going to save him, you know? So, once again, not a fan of the Silvas. Not a fan of anybody but the Vermilions, really. I guess that one captain lady, I don't think she said anything really to make me not like her. She just didn't defend Asta or anything, or talk back to the Silvas. Like, all the people that didn't really do anything, you know, I feel like the Vermilions actually did something, whereas these guys were like, they got teleported away, so they weren't good enough to counter that trap, you know? And then they made it back quickly, good for them, that's cool. But then they got here, they tried one spell, and then just let everybody get away. And it's like, I feel like they could have done more, but they just didn't try. I don't know. It's messed up, but other than that, guys, I don't know what else to talk about. I'm disappointed with the captains. In my opinion, Ast is stronger than all the captains. Because they just aren't impressive, at least yet. Fugolian's impressive. He's cool, but yeah, I don't know. Anyway, that's it from me, though. Unfortunately, I don't have much else to talk about for this one. Thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed. Hit that subscribe button if you enjoyed this reaction, and also to see my future content coming out. And check out my Patreon if you want to see the next episode right now, or if you want to see any of my Patreon exclusives like Soul Eater and Violet Evergarden I'm watching on there right now. Check that out. The link is in the description, or you can go to patreon.com/Morthadon. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my future reactions. Bye!